everybody know what happened because I only had one resolution at the beginning of the year that this year I was not going to fight with anybody. I'm grateful to God. If I did not add anything, I added 4 kg this year. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for watching this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for the support so far. Like you already know by the title of this video is an appreciation post. It is the end of the year gratitude mood that I'm in right now. And I thought to share with everybody because whether you believe it or not, whether you think of it or not, whether you feel it or not, God has done great things for us in 2022 and you should be grateful. Now this post is going to talk about gratitude. I'm going to be talking about my end of the year, things that has happened this year, what I'm grateful for, what you should be grateful for. Number one thing we should be grateful for is life. But what is gratitude? It's being thankful, it's being appreciative for what God has done for you, not only for what God has done for you. Appreciation has to do with what others has done for you as well, what your friends, your family, your loved ones, your partner, your siblings, what they have done for you. It is not enough to appreciate God and don't appreciate those around you. If indeed you have the mind of gratitude, you should not only appreciate God, you should appreciate everyone around you. Yoruba will say, if you thank somebody today, you have encouraged them to do more for you tomorrow, and that is how it should be. Ideally, you should thank people for everything they have done for you. So in 2022, yes, we know that the economy of our country down here in Nigeria was not so good, but despite everything that happened, we are still here. I think it is something we should be grateful for. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, if you did not increase financially, if you did not increase emotionally, if you did not increase physically safe, you have increased in age. Biologically, you have increased because the age you were last year, the age you were even at the beginning of the year, is not the age you are now. And you should be grateful for that because some people did not even get to that age that you are right now. And they are no more. So it is one thing to be grateful for. Achievements, you have achieved a lot, whether you like the Lord, the fact that you are even still living, the fact that you can still eat, the fact that you can still watch this video that I am putting right now, the fact that you have data to watch this video, is something to be grateful for. For me, 2022 started well. Yeah, it was good. I knew it was going to be a good year, but I had no plans. I knew I was going to be a core member. That's the only thing I knew was going to happen in 2022. But every other thing that would happen, I do not know. I had no plans, but I know that this year is going to be better than last year. And I'm grateful that right now, I can look back at all the things I achieved in 2022. And I'm so proud of me. So I'm grateful to God for helping me scale through. I'm grateful to myself for not relaxing. I'm grateful for myself for always thinking of how things can get better. Though I didn't have any plan, I only had one resolution at the beginning of the year that this year I was not going to fight with anybody. I would not let anybody get on my toes to the extent that I'm going to maybe exchange words with you or I'll get angry at you or anything. But it happened and I'm not even going to blame myself for it. It happened because we are humans and it is not normal if we continue to have that smooth ride and there is no bomb. You understand? Bombs help us to control our speed, you understand? So it happened. It happened that I got into fight with few people and it was sorted and that's all. 2022, I had no plans, but I knew that I wanted to do better in every aspect of my life, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, career-wise, business-wise. I knew I wanted to do better and I'm grateful to God that in every aspect of my life, I did better. Spiritually, I did better. I might not be where I had wished I was by this time, but I'm grateful to God that I'm not where I was last year. Physically, I'm grateful to God. If I did not add anything, I added 4 kg this year, something to be grateful for. Academically, I'm grateful that I did not stop by being a graduate, though I did not go for my youth service when I was supposed to go. I'm grateful that by this time next month I'm done. So I'm grateful for that level. Business wise, I started another line of business. I started Rash Street. Please follow us on Instagram, Rash Street. This is the handle below. Rash Street. I started Rash Street this year and it's an addition to my line of businesses and I'm grateful to God for that. Though I had no plan at the beginning of the year, I'm grateful that I'm here now. So I'm just going to point out from January up to this very moment things that I think I achieved or things I'm grateful for every year. In January, I'm grateful because I was able to sit down and strategize about the kind of YouTube channel I wanted to start. I knew I wanted to start a channel, but I never knew what was going to happen this year. I was encouraged by Laifa's video she put out in January 2022. That video was what pushed me. Though I opened my channel in December 2021, and I was like, okay, I need to view this channel up before I can start putting out content. But Laifa's video in January pushed me to say, no, you have to start this year. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start. And January was all for strategizing. I was thinking of content, scripting content. I was building my channel. I was creating my banner. Everything I set up this channel with, I did it myself. So I was doing all of that in January. But I was thinking, with this kind of energy and ginger that Laifa has given me, by February like this, I'm going to start. But I did not start until August. It was for the good cause, actually. February and March, I started NYSC. I went to Lagos camp. It was fun in the camp. The only part of my youth service that I know I enjoyed was the 3 weeks camping. You see, after I came out from camp, I can never call myself a core member again. But it is a situation of things we find ourselves in. It is just for things to get better, actually. And that 3 weeks in camp, I met amazing friends. I met Grace, I met Bimsola, I met Brown, I met Samuel, I met Bolu. These are the friends that we actually were in the same platoon. We were always going together. We were always encouraging ourselves. Even when I was starting my YouTube channel, I talked to some of them like, I want to start a channel, and they were like, you cannot just open your mouth as if you want to start a channel. What exactly do you want to talk about? I'm grateful because one of them, Bimsola, is also a YouTuber. I'm going to put her handle right here. She also encouraged me. She was like, you have to start. What are you waiting for? You have to start. And she was also a ginger to me. So I'm grateful that I met those set of people in February and March while I was in camp. And I'm grateful that even up to now, that bond is still there, because after camp, we created a WhatsApp group and we are still communicating. So I'm grateful for those set of people I met in camp. I'm grateful for the experience at large. In camp, I had that me time because I never had any family members, so I was up there to do my thing by myself. And there was this kind of reasoning I had, and that when I came out from camp, I was just so busy strategizing, and that was all I did in April. In April, I was like, everything I have thought about in camp, because I'm a very big thinker. I think a lot. In fact, I can't sit down 10 minutes and I've not thought of different things. That period, that 3 weeks, was just a lot of time for me to think. So by the time I came out in April, I was just thinking, I was strategizing. Okay, how am I going to do this? Am I going to start this? I'm going to start. And I was thinking, planning that I ended up doing nothing in April. Yes, though I'm grateful that I planned a lot and everything. And May came, it was my birthday. Yes, May was my birthday. This year, I was like, I don't have anything to celebrate this year about my birthday. I'm not happy about the fact that I'm not where I'm supposed to be according to my own plan, but I'm grateful that God's plan is what is working out for me. So that was what pushed me. At the end of the day, I went out, I enjoyed myself a little, and I came back home. The birthday just went, and May was fantastic. May was a time when I actually started putting everything I had planned from April. I started putting it into place, and I'm grateful to God that things are working out well. Part of the things I started in May was my Party Girl Child initiative. I'd always loved, if you have not watched the video about that initiative, I'll put the link down in the description box about my Party Girl Child movement. It was in May when we celebrated the World Menstrual Hygiene Day. After that Menstrual Hygiene Day, it's dawned on me that you need to do something, start something this year, because it has been part of my plan from January, part of things I've been strategizing about. And I'm grateful to God that a lot of people turned up. It happened in July eventually, but May was the time when I put out that publicity enough, and June I strategized also. It was all about Party Girl Child and then starting my business. That was all I was doing in June. And in July, it did happen. I started the Party Girl Child movement in July. I also started my business in July. God really helped me. I mean, it's something to be grateful for. August, of course, everybody knows what happened in August. I actually put out my first YouTube video. It is something that, I don't know, of all the achievement that I have achieved this year, I feel like that's like one of the biggest. Not be the biggest, yes, it's never the biggest. No, whenever I remember that you actually started this channel and you are growing it and it's growing. No. It's something I'm very grateful to God for. And I'm grateful to you for the support, for always coming back to watch my videos, for believing that there is something this girl wants to put out, for believing that there is still more that this girl is going to put out. Thank you. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Oh yeah, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Like this video already. Hit the share button. come back and watch the remaining part of the video, because I know when you share you are going out of here. Okay, so that happened in August. September, I was now very serious with the channel because I love the feedback from my first video. September, I was just working how to grow this channel, how to build this channel and all of that, and it was working. September was so good. Now for October and November, I actually left WhatsApp because I felt I needed a me time. I was getting a lot of some kind of energy on that app that I wasn't liking, so I had to remove it from my phone totally and focused on me. So it was just me time in October and November. I came back and some people were still bringing up that energy that I had to put up one post. I'm going to leave the picture of that post here. Please let us be wise with ourselves. But it was great all the time. It was very, very great, and I'm grateful to God. For December, I said it was going to be soft life. That was what I tagged my December. But you know, like you already know, if you watched my first video here, I said I work in the stylist industry and this is our peak period. So the soft life did come, and some of those things. In fact, I already had an hangout with my friends. I was like, okay, if I do not even have soft life in December, this hangout will be a time when I'm going to like relax and just have a very good time and all of that. And a day to the time when we're supposed to go for the hangout, I just said, let me even call, how far are we still going? And this person was like, I'm not coming. And I was actually at the market that time because there were some things I wanted to get. Later I just said that I'm not coming like this. I just forgot about everything I wanted to buy and I turned back to my house. So in a way to console me, my friend also like, okay, let's hang out then. My family, my sister and I, like, they actually wanted to hang out. You can come along. Since this person has already shanked you, I'm like, okay, no problem. Let's go there. I was already dressed when my friend called me to say there's a change in plan. They cannot go today, they'll go tomorrow. I'm sorry, I have to go back to work and my holidays were over. And I'm still grateful to God that December happened. It went well, and I'm grateful that I'm ending this year on a very good note. Like I said, I'm also grateful because I did not have anything. I added 4 kg this year. Do you know how many years I have stayed on a particular weight before this 4 kg came? So I'm super grateful to God. It's not like maybe I ate well. It's not like maybe I started taking something different, but I was just grateful to God. And while all this was happening, I was also working. Like, God has been so faithful to me. God has been faithful to my family. God has been faithful to my friends. God has been faithful to my business, to my career, to my job. God has been faithful in every area. You should also sit back and think about all God has done in 2022. It might feel like I lost someone, I did this, I did that to you. This year I was depressed, but there's a reason why you came out of all that. There's a reason why you are still standing. There's a reason why you are entering into 2022. It is because there is still something in you that needs to be pushed out. So you should be grateful to God. You should be grateful for everything that happened. Times you were down. I saw a lot of accidents in this year, but I'm grateful to God that God kept me. It's not because I'm righteous. It's not because I'm even thankful to Him every day. It's just because of His mercy. And if for nothing, appreciate God for His mercy. Appreciate God for His mercy over you, over everyone around you. Appreciate your friends. Look at that friend that always got your back. That friend that always checked on you. Look at that friend that always posts memes on WhatsApp that always make you smile. Look at that handle on Instagram that you're always going to make yourself happy. There is nothing wrong if you go to one of their comment section or even their DM to thank them. I know I've gone to Laifa's DM to thank her. I've gone to the Lope Solutions DM to thank, like, people that actually encourage me, that their contents gave me value this year. I've gone to their Instagram handle to appreciate them. It is something you should do as well. Appreciate your friends. Something as little as a little write up, sending it to their WhatsApp DM or Instagram DM, or just creating a post about them. It is something to encourage another person. Just make sure you're appreciating somebody this year, and make sure you're appreciating God. Gratitude to God is something that will never fade out. It brings in more blessings than even your prayers. Those who has tried this out practically will tell you, I am a living witness. Be grateful to God. Appreciate God for everything. In fact, you can take out a whole day, if not more, and say, today I don't want to ask God for anything. I don't want to be moody. I don't want to be weighed down by anything. I just want to thank God. I just want to appreciate God. While you are doing all, you are going about your daily activities, you are thanking God for what He has done. Do that and you would see that things will turn around. I wish you a very prosperous new year. I wish you the best in the new year. I wish you everything good. And I also want you to take out this time to re-strategize. Think about the things you actually wanted to achieve in 2022. How many did you achieve? How many are you here to achieve? You should look back into 2022. What are you grateful for? Please let me know in the comment section other things that you think we all should be grateful for. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have added value to yourself with this video. I hope that you have learned something. I hope that you would appreciate your friend. You would appreciate that special somebody that has made your 2022. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, do take care of yourself. Bye-bye.